Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the next tutorial video here on Duct Tape Creations. So last week I said today's tutorial was going to be on how to make a duct tape PSP case. I also said I was going to try and borrow a friend's PSP to make the case. It would be, since it's a lot easier to have the PSP in hand to feel the depth and understand how to make the case. It's a lot simpler. It would be a lot easier to make it if you actually have the PSP itself. So I'm gonna have to wait on that until I can actually see him again and get the PSP from him. So hopefully I'll be able to get that up next week for you guys. So just to fill in this week, I decided to make a tutorial on how to make a duct tape mouse pad. It's a really simple tutorial, a really easy one if you're just starting out making duct tape crafts. So that's really nice. I also want to say something real quick. If my voice sounds just a little off or just a little, kind of like a little weird, I've been kind of sick a little bit. My head's been a little congested, so I apologize for that if it sounds a little weird. Maybe not, depends. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say right now. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I apologize for going to get the PSP tutorial out today, so I'll try next week. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so making a duct tape mouse pad, really simple. It pretty much just consists of sticking together strips of tape to make one large sheet, which will act as your mouse pad. So that's really simple to do. So I just have 4 strips cut out here that are 10 inches long. So I'm just using my circular mouse pad here as reference, which I got the measurements off of my cutting mat. It's the width of it is 10 inches and the height is 9 inches. So it doesn't seem that big since it's circular, which is what I'm going to be doing with mine. You can make yours circular or square, it depends on what you want to do. So if you have a circular mouse pad, you can just trace the line onto the tape or cut it out to match that. Or if it's just square, you can just stick together the strips of tape and make the mouse pad. Really simple. I'm just making mine circular since it will work really well in my workspace. So yeah, so you want to make sure that the strips you cut out, the size of the mouse pad you make will fit in your workstation for your computer. So pretty much what you're going to start off doing is taking these first 2 strips here, flipping the first one over like that I did there, and sticking this one right on top of it to cover up all the sticky side. Alright, so just like that you have this double-sided strip of tape, pretty simple. And if you're wondering, I'm using one of the new prints from Duck Brand. I'm not sure of its official name, but it's kind of like has a bunch of musical themed stuff. I'll show you that real quick here. It looks pretty cool, so I thought I'd use it for this. So yeah, so like we just stuck those 2 together. Now you're gonna take your next strip and just overlap it just by a little bit, and stick it down just like that. Okay. And now you're gonna do the same thing, covering up the rest of that sticky side just like this. So it's really basic. It's really easy to make a mouse pad. It's really basic. So you're just going to continue doing this down to your desired length. So mine's going to be at 9 inches. Then I'm going to cut it into a circle using this as my guideline. That's up to you. You can leave it square or you can cut it out to be a circle. You can make this as big as you want or as small as you want. Whatever fits in your computer's workspace. It's all customizable for you, which is awesome. So once you have the sheet of desired length, we can move on to some of the other stuff and some of the other tips for making a mouse pad. So finish making the sheet, then we can move on to that. Alright, so I finished my mouse pad up here. Pretty simple. I just matched it to my mouse pad here. So I use it as a guideline to cut it out to be circular. So you can leave yours square or make yours round. So if you want to know the dimensions for my sheet I used to make this. Was 10 inches by 9 inches, so it was 10 inches in a length and 9 inches in height. So that's pretty basic to do. I just got those dimensions off my mouse pad. If you want to get the measurements you need that will fit your workstation properly, get the cutting mat that you use. Get a ruler or cutting mat and just measure it from here to here. Get the measurements from top to side, however you want it. So that's pretty easy to do. And then you can just cut out the desired amount of strips you need to make the sheet. I needed about 12 or 13 strips of tape to make this sheet right here. So it's not too hard. So this is one way to make a duct tape mouse pad. Another way you can do it is if you have an old kind of run-down mouse pad that's been used a lot and kind of like the fabric on top is kind of like peeling off like this, like mine is. Mine's a little old, so it's kind of having issues right now. You can also just cover it up in duct tape and make it look really nice and give it a nice new surface to work with. So that's another option to do, kind of like a hybrid mouse pad. So it has like this foam backing right here, covered in duct tape. Really nice. That's an option you have if you don't want to use tape to make an entire sheet. Another option. So if you do want to make it out of 100% duct tape, Just do what I did here in the tutorial. Really simple. And also, when you're making this out of 100% duct tape, even sticking it onto a pre-made mouse pad, the ridges to where the duct tape meet, so like if you can see like the lines like right here where the tape meet, that kind of like creates little ridges that when you slide your mouse across it, it kind of bumps a little bit. So an easy way to fix that, there's two ways to fix it that I know of. I have two. You can use some of the HD clear tape from Duck brand, or any of the clear tape in general from Duck brand, which I have right here. Just getting stuck all over the place. Sorry about that. You can just use some of the clear packaging tape and just stick it right down onto the mouse pad. That will pretty much get rid of any of the ridges that are here. The ridges will still be there from the clear tape, but that's no big deal. Since the clear tape is more glossy on the top, it will get rid of those ridges and you won't notice them as much. So that's an easy fix here. So I have a second one here if I can get it up here real quick. Sorry about this. So like I said, you can just keep doing that and then line this up right there, stick it down. Really basic, really nice to get it more smooth, give it more of a nice smooth surface for the mouse to slide on, so you don't get those little bumps when you're sliding your mouse across it. Another option you can do if you don't want to use clear tape on this, if you don't want any ridges at all whatsoever, you can also use one of these duct tape sheets that Duck brand came out with a while back. You can just like take this and lay it down, match it to the size of your mouse pad, and cut it out. Really basic. Then you'll definitely have no crease lines or no ridges whatsoever. Perfectly smooth, so it would work really well as a mouse pad. Just slide it right over there. Perfectly smooth. Really nice. That's an option. These sheets usually go around like $4 or $5 in the stores, depending where you go. I usually get mine at Walmart or Michael's Arts and Crafts. You can get them pretty much anywhere that sells them. Most arts and crafts stores have them, I've noticed. So yeah, that's pretty much it for making Duct Tape Mouse Pad. Really basic, a really easy creation. So next week I do hope to have that PSP case tutorial up next week. If I can get my friend's PSP, if not, I'll try and find like a diagram of a PSP online and use it. I find that kind of harder to do since it's easier to have the actual PSP in hand to get the depth of it and know how to make the case. So I'll try and get that and try and get that out for you guys next week. So hopefully that works out. So yeah. And also, for the clear tape here that's sticking over the edge, you can just cut that off or leave it there and fold it over or something. It's up to you. So yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this tutorial. Once again, hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check, if you did enjoy it, hit that like button. Really appreciate that support. It's always nice to see that. If you checked out the rest of the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Always welcome new subscribers. I'm at 350 right now, which is absolutely awesome. Really appreciate all of you guys who subscribe. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. Also, if you want to check out the Facebook fan page or Twitter page, links will be down in the description below as always. Also linked to a Google Plus page. Don't use it that often, but I have it linked to YouTube, so everything gets posted there daily, or not daily, but when I upload something or post something, everything gets posted there on the Google Plus. So you can check that out if you want. That's optional. It's all up to you. Links will be down in the description, like I said. So yeah, that's gonna wrap things up here. Once again, hope you enjoyed, and as I always say, just enjoy the wonderous duct tape.